Hey Hornets, I'm Braylon.
And I'm Zoya, your favorite KBTV anchors.
But we're back with another episode of KBTV.
Today we will take a closer look at the upcoming auditions for Keeling's musical and some new teachers in science.
We'll also check in with students about the books they're reading and hear from a member of our administrative staff.
All that coming up right now on KBTV. It's Tuesday, so it's a news day. Here's the buzz for this week.
Keeling administrators are a critical part of our school's day-to-day business. From curriculum to safety, our admin team keeps things in check.
But what does the day look like from their perspective? KBTV investigates.
Assistant principals are an important part of our Keeling community. They monitor the halls, work with students, and make sure Keeling's campus stays safe and organized. That's the job description. But what does a typical school day look like from the perspective of an administrator?
Hey all, this is Miss Gibbon, assistant principal here for 8th grade at Keeling Middle School, and I was asked to share a little bit about what I do.
From the outside looking in, the work of an administrator might seem straightforward.
So every day there's new challenges, so I think I'm continually trying to accomplish those goals. It's a lot of fun. For me, it's kind of like the next level of teaching.
This special inside peek might change some minds as to just what it means to be a Keeling administrator.
I am on the computer handling referrals as well.
Okay, so today I met with two parents, got a student a textbook who wanted a math textbook to take home to practice math.
The job may not exactly be what they thought it would be.
Typical day of an assistant principal is managing students, basically helping out in the hallways, doing discipline, basically meeting with parents, meeting with students.
But at the end of the day, the reward is having been an inspiration to the students, staff, and school community that they care so much about. This has been Sophia Giletti reporting for KBTV.
Our campus is lucky to have administrators who care so much about our community.
Mr. Estes, who's in his first year here at Keeling, is the most recent addition to our admin team. He's not alone. We've also added several new teachers to our staff, including 3 in science.
Let's meet Miss Chambers, Miss Martin, and Miss Miriam.
Being the new kid is hard, even when you're a teacher. And this year, Keeling was lucky enough to bring on more than a dozen new educators. Miss Miriam, who teaches robotics, is part of this group. Miss Chambers, who some may recognize from her time here as a student teacher, has seamlessly joined the 7th grade science team.
My experience has been great. I have no complaints. I really love working with all my students, and everybody on my team is awesome. They've been super supportive so far, and I'm very grateful for that.
Some new teachers take on the additional challenge of starting a new club, like 6th grade teacher and gardening club sponsor Miss Martin.
It's awesome. I love being outside, and I have been wanting for a while to have an opportunity to get outside during the school day, so this was a perfect class for me to take on.
Be sure to give a warm welcome to these faces in Keeling Science. This has been Faith Steed reporting for KBTV.
KBTV knows it can be challenging to stay on top of all the Keeling news, so our staff will continue to introduce new faculty members in the coming weeks.
Not only are there new staff and policy changes, but activities come and go too. In fact, this week the campus is abuzz with auditions for a school musical.
Students will be auditioning for this year's production of The Sound of Music this week in the Black Box.
And though the procedure is basically the same as it's been in years past, there are some important changes to take note. KBTV staff has all the details.
Bye Bye Birdie, Into the Woods, Oklahoma, and Guys and Dolls are just some of the musical productions performed by Keeling's drama program. This year, The Sound of Music will be added to the list. Along with it will be some changes to the application and audition process.
We decided to change the audition process this year just to really streamline our understanding of the student's vocal range during the audition process. So because the student actually performs in the audition the song that character would be performing in the show, it just helps give us an actual picture of what of how they would perform in the musical.
Auditions for The Sound of Music, held this week after school on the 23rd through 25th, will set the tone for production by determining roles for cast and crew.
I'm excited because I love The Sound of Music and I love musicals, and I'm kind of scared because it's going to be a lot of fun.
Auditioning for any sort of production can be very nerve-wracking. However, the risk is repaid with the benefit of being involved in a high-quality production.
My favorite part of the musical is getting to be with all my friends, and like it's kind of like this really fun community where you can work together to create this like awesome product. So it's really fun and creative, and we have a good time.
Regardless of how the audition goes, one thing is for sure, the stage will be alive with the sound of music. This has been Irina Lee reporting for KBTV.
I've been thinking about auditioning for the musical. It'd be a new experience for me.
Don't get me wrong, I like watching musicals, but I like books a bit more.
I like books too, but I never know what to read.
There are so many options to choose from. Let's see what types of books Keeling students and teachers are reading.
All across the school, the majority of the students love books. But what genres, authors, and topics are they reading? Do students enjoy reading their assigned books? Do students have time to read? Let's find out.
I finished reading I Am Number 4.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
We're called Furthermore, 1984.
That's what students are reading now. But what did teachers read when they were kids?
The dystopian young adult literature, seems to be, it doesn't show any signs of going away. I think it tapped into the idea that violence and sort of bleak themes make for more interesting storytelling. And it allows you to do kind of like the old classic humor cycle. It allows you to look at sort of normal issues, but in a dramatic context, where the stakes are artificially high.
These students use our school library to check out books. Let's learn more from Miss Williams, our school librarian.
Right now, every day students are checking out books with advisory every day. I seem to be getting more students coming in to get books.
This has been Max Miller reporting for KBTV.
That's a lot of solid recommendations. Thanks, Hornets.
And even though I like books better than musicals, watching videos is still my favorite.
Like this one, which unfortunately has to come to an end.
I'm Braylon.
And I'm Zoya. We'll see you next week for another episode of KBTV, Keeling's #1 news source.